Hey everybody, as you can see, I'm out here in my garden. I am making this video that I want to dedicate to someone special who has inspired me in this gardening journey that I'm on. But I wanted to show you also, just all of the things that are dead and some surprises that I have in my garden right now. This is my second video of the new year, and I really just want to, hey, I even did my hair, you guys, just so I could be on video this time. Don't get used to it though. There's going to be a lot of times I'm not going to want to do my hair, but I want to show you around and just show you what I've got going on here, and just talk a little bit about, my future plans for certain things. So let's start. First off, I want to show you guys my lettuce. Look at that. I had just made another salad on this using this lettuce yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, because I had made a pot roast and some mashed potatoes, and so I had used that lettuce to make a salad. Oh, and that arugula. I didn't even point out the arugula. But that's what's doing good. Everything else is just pretty much dead. I did notice when I came over here to check out my bulbs and my garlic, that I have garlic popping out here. Let's see if I can get it in there. Focus it a little bit better. There it is. See? I have garlic popping up. And so I am really, really happy about this, because it looks like I have 100% germination off of that store-bought garlic. And then there's one that's hiding under there. But it looks like I have 100% germination, which is great, off of that store-bought garlic, elephant garlic that I picked up. I know last year when I planted some, it did well. It survived through the snow and everything. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me. This is my first time using my brand new camera. I hope that the picture and quality is better to you than the GoPro that I was using, but it takes me a while to learn new things, and so since this is a new camera, it's gonna take me a while to dial it in. So you guys, I do not know what this is. It just popped up. My chickens love it, they eat it, but I don't know what it is. I thought it was a weed, but maybe it's not a weed. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. I did taste a little bit of it to see if it was arugula, but it's bitter. It doesn't taste like arugula to me. So anyways, I still have my peas growing, and they're doing just fine, except for the birds keep eating all the leaves off of the plant here. They haven't really attacked the peas yet, so I'm happy for that, but they are eating off the leaves off the top here. So, and then over here I do have still some sugar snaps. I just put a whole bunch of these in that salad that I made with using the lettuce that I first showed you. And onions. I have onions growing. Now I do have tomatoes that are still producing, which is crazy to me. They're still producing, but I'm going to take all my tomatoes on tomato row out. That's all going to come out, because I need to get that soil ready, prepped and ready for the new season. So I'm going to have to get all of that out and stuff. So anyways, I just wanted to show you what's going on here in my little garden. It's not a lot going on. This tree is supposed to be, it's my apple tree, it's supposed to be dormant, but it's not. And I guess because our temperatures has been pretty mild. We have hit in the 30s at night, and in the day we've been like in the 50s, 60s, possibly. So it's been pretty mild, the weather and everything, but the tree, like this is my other apple tree, it's all the way dormant. But that one, it still has green leaves on it. That's weird to me, because last year it went all the way dormant. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about someone who's really special to me. My grandfather-in-law. Today would have been his birthday. Today is January 13th, and I miss him a lot. I miss him a whole lot. And he was the first one that, I knew that actually had food growing in his backyard. And he had these real big, like tall cinder block garden beds. And he had hoops on it and everything. And, I was like, wow, I didn't know anybody who grew their own food at that point. That was my first experience with it. And it just seemed like it was a lot of work. But it was something, it was a labor of love for him. And I remember before he passed away, I remember when I got into chickens, because I got into chickens first. I wanted chickens. I didn't have a garden. I think I had attempted at my old place to grow a garden, and what ended up happening was I had some 2x4s that I put together and made like little garden boxes, areas in my backyard, and my backyard was really small. We had at that time more house than yard. We were on I think it was about 8,000 square foot lot, and our house was 3,600 square foot, and so it was a huge house. But we had that, and at the time, that's how we wanted it. We liked living in a big house. We didn't like doing yard work or anything, or try and maintain a whole bunch of stuff, outdoorsy stuff. And anyway, so I started getting into chickens, because I saw these chickens. I was like, oh, they're really adorable. A friend of mine had a whole bunch of chickens, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could, at least have chickens to have my own eggs. At first that's what it was. It was just to have my own eggs. And anyway, so I built a chicken coop. My husband helped me. I designed it. He helped me build it. And we put it together. And I got my first 5 chickens. And one of the chickens I have right now, I don't know where she's at. Let me see. She was over there eating. I can't see her. But I still have one of them. And this was like 6 years ago. So she's about 6, 7 years old. And that's my Betty White, my white leghorn chicken. And she is something else. She's such a trooper. But anyways, I got my first 5 hens. And I loved it. Loved everything about them. My husband used to complain to me all the time about, I used to play Farmville. If you guys remember Farmville, I used to play Farmville a lot on my phone, and he was like, oh, so now you want to go from playing that game to actually becoming a farmer? So I'm not trying to be a farmer. I don't know. I just want to, have some chickens. It'd be nice to have fresh eggs. It'd be nice to grow some stuff. At the time, I was still killing my indoor plants and stuff. I had a brown thumb, not a green one. And so that started the whole craze 6 years ago with the chickens. And after I finished making my coop and everything, I think it was on Thanksgiving when my husband's grandfather came up, and he saw my chicken coop and he saw my chickens, and he just flipped and lost his mind. He was like, oh, I wanted chickens. I've always wanted chickens. And his wife just never would allow him to have chickens. And so it was for his birthday, right before he passed away. His birthday, my husband and I, and my older son, gathered a whole bunch of tools, and we went down to him and we told him, hey, we're going to build you a chicken coop. We're going to get you some chickens. And so we did. We went to Home Depot, and he bought all the supplies and stuff, and we did. We built him a chicken coop, and I'll put a picture of it. I have a photo of it. And he was just so happy to have those chickens. He went with us. We picked out chickens. We saved some from a farm, a chicken farm. It was an egg farm. And, after the chickens, egg production go down, after when they're 2 years old, then they get rid of the chickens. And these chickens, they don't treat them right. I mean, their nails were long because they were in cages. Some of the beaks were clipped. Some of them were overgrown and twisted, and it just was sad. But we got him some chickens from there and saved these chickens. And so he ended up having something like 16 chickens before he passed away. We got him all set up. He wouldn't eat any of the eggs. Those eggs was his pride and joy. They were his prize. So he just kept collecting the eggs and just putting them in carts, and he wouldn't eat them. He'd go to the store and buy eggs because he was just so happy to finally have chickens. And you guys, I was just so happy to be able to do that for him. And then, I think it was a couple of months, 2 to 3 months later, he passed away. And he passed away in his garden. That's where he loved to be, in his garden. And that's where he was when they found him, in his garden. But he inspired me so much. In the kitchen too, with cooking and everything. And he loved my greens. I had to make him greens. And before he got just too old to do a lot of things, he would, when I was pregnant with my youngest girl, with Alonda, he made me some peach cobbler. I was craving peach cobbler, and he made some really good peach cobbler. And he made me some peach cobbler, and he told everybody else, nope, that's all for my baby right there. It's for her. I was like, yay! But there was a lot of things we shared in common that, I wish I didn't wait so long to get into gardening. He inspired me, but it would have been so much. I think it would have been so nice to be able to sit down and talk with him about gardening and glean some of his wisdom. He had his own worm bins. He had compost going. He had a small pond in his backyard he knew all of the good things that work really well for a garden. And so those are the things he did. And I started just a little too late. And my husband always tells me that he would have been proud of me because of the garden and stuff that I have now. But I just wish I had him here to consult and stuff. But I think he would have been, I could be wrong, but I think he would have been 86 or 87 today. And he lived a long life. He retired in the military, in the Army. He retired, and he fought 2 wars for our country. He fought in the Korean War and Vietnam. And, he did a lot. He actually At one point was a cook, or the cook, the chef, head chef at the prison, one of the major prisons in my area. And so he actually, he did a lot, and I'll try and find as many photos as I can to show, but I miss him. I miss him a lot. And he's the reason why I do all of this. He's the reason why I garden. And I strive to learn as much as I can and do as much as I can. I didn't want to cry. But I just felt that I needed to share that with you guys and share a little bit about him to you. And so, with that being said, you guys, I didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to celebrate his life with you guys, and let you know where my inspiration comes from. And every day I try and I strive to be a better gardener, better person all around, but better gardener. And I try and learn as much as I can. And so anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of things that I want to do, that I'm gonna do this year different, a lot of new varieties of veggies that I'm gonna grow. And so hopefully on the next video you'll see some of the seeds that I've collected and hear what I'm gonna grow and see how I organize all my stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, you guys, God bless.